My name is Joe, and I'm an alcoholic. And this is 103 Days Later. Son of a bitch. A sobriety vlog. I'm fucking tired. It was a long day at work. 9 hours. A sobriety vlog. Other than that, not being able to speak, it was a beautiful day. It was a great day. Filled with joy the whole day. I love it. I just love it. I love that feeling. I've never known this person before. The most beautiful feeling I've ever had in the world is meeting myself for the first time ever, knowing that this is the me that God had always intended me to be, and it's getting better. Now, I want to point some shit out. Look how fucking gorgeous I look. I'm a handsome son of a bitch. Don't doubt that shit. Something I forgot to point out last night. You see this? See, I've lost over 100 pounds. Tomorrow could be weigh-in, but I don't want to live by a number. So I think I'm going to wait another 2 weeks. Do it like once every month. Because I'm going by how I feel, and I feel great. And I go by how I look, and I look great. I told you, look at this. I'm a handsome son of a bitch. Right? Gorgeous bastard. Ladies, please, calm down. Okay, so this jacket, not even 5-6 months ago, was like it would go to here all the way down. It wouldn't button. It's fitting now. You know, I love that. Clothes that I bought recently are now like Mr. Baggy ass. I'm like, oh, okay, that's the bad clothes problem to have. The good clothes problem to have. The bad clothes problem is that shit don't fit. I was wearing a pair of sweats. I have this like typical gray shorts, like sweat shorts things, like you'd see in like a 70s horror movie they'd wear. You don't wear that out of the house, right? That tiny fucking thing. No. They used to wear that all over the place in the 70s and the early 80s. But I wouldn't be caught dead out of the house in that. But it used to get to my knees, and that was it. And then eventually I would be able to pull it up, but it was like it was cutting me in two. But out of curiosity, last week, I'm like, I got to try this on, see what's going on. I'm wearing it. And the drawstring has never been properly fixed. Like it's one complete drawstring, you know how you got to cut it and then you can tie it. And I'm walking around in them and they're falling. I loved it. I love that. You know, thank God. Only with God's help is that possible. Because without his help, I'm dead. I'd have been dead by now. Literally. I was this close to death. Somebody paid me the most beautiful compliment today. Because, you know, I've been promoting this. I put it on my Twitter, which nobody sees it. One person saw it. God bless him. I put it on I put it in 4 groups in Reddit. And somebody on Reddit I'm going to see if I can put the comment up, made the most beautiful comment. And before I have to take the break, because it's almost 5 minutes, you know what that microphone does. Let me read it. They said, this was in response to my 102 Days Later, a sobriety vlog post. Before I went to my first meeting, I watched videos like this to give me hope that sobriety was actually possible. I appreciate you sharing. Oh, that made me feel so good. That made me feel so happy inside. And I'm going to tell you why. But first, this break. lemonade. Sweet, refreshing, homemade lemonade. And we're back. The reason that made me feel so good is because I love to know I'm helping people. I love, what's the point of being alive if we're not lifting one another up? We spend too much fucking time tearing each other down. That was me. Go back 12 days, 11 days. Motherfucker. Ooh. But knowing that you're helping somebody and lifting somebody up that's suffering from the same shit you're going through, that's a beautiful thing. You know, we're all, every now and then, all of us take our turn stuck in that quicksand. And the only way out of quicksand is someone else's arm holding a branch, holding a rope, throwing you a rope to get you out of there. So I think that's great. I love that comment. But then, to show that there's two sides to every coin, I get this one in another group I posted to. See if I can put it up. This was the 102 days later sobriety vlog. Hi, friend. No YouTube links allowed here, so this is being removed. Why? We're supposed to help each other. I'm not selling anything. I'm trying to entertain. I'm trying to lighten. You know, humor is, the definition of humor is to make light of a serious situation. Addiction is a serious situation. And the people who suffer, we who suffer from addiction, know what a mire of misery and like, it's like you're fucking Jacob Marley with those chains wrapped around you. You know? Visiting Scrooge to kind of see if you can knock some sense in his head so his chains, which are twice the size or 10 times the size, don't end up on. And that's what addiction is. It's a fucking chain wrapped around you. So if you can give someone hope, and what? I'm sober 103 days. There's people that are celebrating. Someone say he's got 5 years. People celebrating decades. So I've done nothing extraordinary. But in a way, for myself, I have done something very extraordinary. And I debated, should I even do this? It's only been an X amount of days. But I said, this is my fucking vlog. I'm documenting my journey. For me. After I made the video last night, I watch it back. I was watching it back after the final edit to make sure everything was okay and the audio wasn't fucked up. I laughed my ass off. If I were like Henry Bemis, you know, Time Enough at Last from the Twilight Zone, and there was no one left on the face of the earth, I'd still make the videos just to entertain myself. That's how much fun I'm having. That's how much joy I feel I'm full with. I don't think there was anything else I was doing that was filling me with joy. And this makes me, and someone even said to me, how do you have the time? You're working 9 hours a day. You're doing this. I don't know. I've set it aside. Just give me 20 minutes to rant and then another 20 to edit it all together and like 15 to do the thumbnails. Boom. I need an hour. That's it. And I'm doing it like right before bed. And I fucking love doing this. And I hope people are enjoying this. So, but let's read some other cool shit. The reviews are in. These are from my CSATs from work. I just got 4 perfect 10s. Very helpful, of course. Joseph did a great job. Always, always. Very helpful and enthusiastic customer service. I don't take calls. You're literally like the next guest on the Johnny Carson show. And I tell this to my customer. I says, oh, wait a minute. Let's hold that thought. while we take a word from our sponsors. Work right now between calls, but I'm so full of peace and tranquility. It's amazing. That's I had to stop and make this video. It's like it's so weird for me because I was always like nothing but Mr. Super fucking angry, right? Like the Hulk all the time. But now I'm more like the Thing. The Thing is so peaceful and happy, but he can still kick ass. But the Hulk is always angry. Thank you, God. I hope everyone's having a great day. And now, back to our show. And we're back. So, every call that I take while I'm at work, I even tell my customer, I says, you get a different level of customer service with me. You're not going to get this anywhere else. I'm an Italian from New York. You're not a customer. You're the next guest, like on the Johnny Carson show. But I'm more like Kramer when he found the old Merv Griffin set in the dumpster on Seinfeld. And the customers who are familiar with that episode of Seinfeld will laugh their asses off. And it's true. I put on a show with every call. If the person allows. Because some people, they're Grumpelstiltskin, and they got a stick so far up their ass, it's protruding through the top of the head. What can I do? I can't work miracles. Only God can do that. But I'll get some grumpy ass people, and by the end, they're laughing their asses off. Let's see what other cool shit people have said about me. I might as well stroke my ego. No one else is stroking it right now. My phone agent was very friendly, helpful, and patient with me. Probably one of the most kind people I have spoken with at, and then he says my employment place. Well, that's a nice one. I like to think of myself as kind. Because I wasn't so kind recently. But now everything I do is kindness. Everything is with love and kindness. I make that such a point. Let's see what other ones I have. Rep was extremely friendly and helpful. Of course. Always. Always. This one, no one said nothing. This is great. The person I spoke with at your Orlando location was very personable, professional, and efficient in assisting me with my inquiry. My company doesn't have an Orlando location. All the agents are working remotely now because of COVID. This shitty ass room is the Orlando location. But I am very personable. I am efficient and all that other shit. Here we go. I love this one. The representative was extremely helpful and patient. He understood my concern immediately and was able to help me out right away and taking actions to right my grievance. Oh, they had a grievance. He was extra patient and helpful with answering additional questions and working ... Everything they wrote doesn't come through in the synopsis that I get. So, I mean, I can add something in, but I won't, you'll be expecting some kind of Canterbury Tales bullshit. I don't do that. I just spent an hour out there praying in the living room. I'm not going to be Mr. Dirty Mind. No. Here's another one. What do we got? The rep was eager to assist. Let's see what we got here. The phone agent was wonderful and very thorough. Knowledge and friendly representative that answered all my questions and seemed cognizant of, and I can't say because it's, I love this one. I'm going to end with this one. Wait. No, I'm not. I'm going to save this last because it'll make a point. I'm telling truth. I'm spitting truth here. Customer support was extremely helpful in solving my issue. I felt like he went above and beyond to make sure that I had what I needed. Thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. And let's end with this one, because this speaks truth in volumes that deafens even the ears of God. Joseph was great. Maybe someday I'll be known as Saint Joseph the Great. Oh, I'm being an asshole. Oh my goodness. But those are good. I love seeing those. I get a shitload of those. I get probably 2 times or 3 times as many as the other agents. One, because I sell them. They ask us this, if you ask me to sell something as a part of my job to help service level, I'm doing it. 2, I put on a fucking show for my customers. I may be. Hold that thought. We got a word from our sponsors. Day 103. There we are. 103 days later. And we're back. I may be the only person that the person on the other side of the phone talks with that's decent to them that day. I may be the only person they encounter that makes them smile and laugh that day. You never know what someone's going through. That person can be sitting there completely miserable, heartbroken, thinking they want to kill themselves. And their encounter with me, their encounter with you, may be what restores a little faith in humanity. Say, let me give this another try. Like Mother Teresa said, you never know what someone's going through. You know, you don't want to be the son of a bitch. Well, she didn't say it like that, but you don't want to be the prick. She didn't say it like that either. You don't want to be someone who drops the final straw onto their poor camel's back and breaks it. And I've been that person with people in the past. You know, a malicious, malignant, vicious son of a bitch. I don't want to be that person. I refuse. That's literally a part of me that's dead. It's like it was exorcised, an exorcism. And I got holy water in here. I'm not going to go get it. But trust me, I have some holy water. Not as much as I wish. I'm running low. And I'm out of my blessed salt. I'm going to keep it short. You know, maybe I'll read one of these words of wisdom. I was having a ball with those. Where are they? Probably on the other browser. Yep, there we go. Let me move that over. You see the light changes because that's not even a light. You know what this is? Watch this. See how the light changed? One browser. That's a browser with a dark dark background. This is a browser that is all white. How about that for fucking expert lighting? I didn't get that off of Amazon. Just open up Chrome. Here we go. Firefox, Chrome. Firefox, Chrome. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. We could set the night on fire. 101 inspirational quotes. Picking a random one. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. C.S. Lewis. That's the only one I'm reading. That's the only one I'm going to read. Hardship. My fucking entire life. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. And you know what? You can have an extraordinary destiny even if you start right where I am at age 53. Doesn't matter that behind all those years behind me might as well be a fucking graveyard. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you want to be a musician, a poet, an actor, an author. It's never too late to start. Absolutely not. I'm reading that again. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Thank you, C.S. Lewis. My entire family's dead. And I'm not just talking immediate. I mean extended. Here's how you know shit's fucked up. When you've been to the funeral home so many times that when you're sitting across from the funeral director, you make this joke. I made this joke. We've been here so many times the past 3 years. You should give us a discount. The motherfucker looked down at his ledger. He gave me the discount. I said it as a joke. He looked at the ledger and he gave me a discount. Right? We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. Oh, coffee, thou art so sacred, so precious to me, that I light a candle to celebrate your holiness and your sacredness. For I, a miserable sinner, couldn't live without your divine goodness in mine life. And this shit's pretty good too. I can't have coffee without that. Sugar, 0 sugar. Oh, does that taste so good. It's Italian sweet cream. What else would I use? And we're back. My advice I can give: absolutely never give up. Absolutely never surrender. Even if you don't win. I've said this before. If I don't win, if I don't make it big, I'm sure there's people I've touched. You never know the good you've done or the changes you've made in the world. Sometimes only God knows that. Father John used to have the saying, because I'd say, he goes, Joseph, only God knows. I said, Father John, will we know someday? No. Only God knows, and he's not telling. But will he tell us someday? Probably not. But that's fine. We all have a part to play. You may not know the part you're playing. But never give up. Never surrender. I see this every day. I want to get sober. How do I do this? You fucking start. You put your foot down. You draw a line in the sand. Right? But after you do that, you cry out to God for help. Whoever your higher power is, you cry out to them for help. That's what happened with me. It was a moment of desperation. I cried out to God. And then the first addiction started being put into place. And then months later, desperation. I cried out to God. And the second addiction started getting put into place. I've gone this week. Tomorrow I eat food. I'm looking forward to it. And nothing extravagant. It's not a feast of gluttony. So I'm going to get to eat and enjoy food. It's still going to be keto and low carb. This week Monday I fasted, complete fast. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 2 shakes a day. I felt fine. Because all that time I spend in prayer connected to God, it's beautiful. So you have to reach out to your higher power. That's that tag team partner just waiting, stomping his foot at the edge of the ring, holding on to that shitty little rope, stretching his hand out. Tag me in, tag me in. Tag him in. Whatever your higher power is, tag them in. They want to help you. I grew up listening to Black Sabbath. One of my favorite albums was Never Say Die. That when I was young, music ingrained itself in my head. Like, I don't argue and shit, because when I was like 8 years old, I was listening to the Beatles. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. And I remember sitting there with my record player and listening. I was like, oh, wait a minute. And literally, you literally, I don't argue with people. I can't ever because of that song. I don't want to bring up some other music, but shit, my entire life was put together by music. Is the soundtrack of my life. So much influence from the lyrics of the Beatles, the Doors, Ozzy, Led Zeppelin. Well, Led Zeppelin had weird lyrics, but you take education where you get it. Everyone's got something to teach. Everyone's got a story to tell. You want to know how you get sober? You want to know how you stop doing that drug or that drink, whatever it is? Cry out to God. Draw a line in the sand. He will stand behind you and be a brace, and you'll get started. And then one day becomes 2 days. 2 days becomes 3 days. And eventually you're sitting here like me saying, and this is 103 days later. Actually, technically now it's 104 days later. But I'm recording this, and I think I've babbled enough. Thank you for watching. I love each and every one of you. Hoove, Ed, Larry, Metalhead Hippie, my brother. You got me worried today. Where were you? I was trying to tune into your show from work, and I didn't find it. I was like, wait, where's that weird area code European show? But wherever you are, I hope you're out there. Hope you're healthy. I look forward to watching that show Sunday night. So, good night, everyone. This has been 103 days later. I'll see you tomorrow for 104. And as Tiny Tim says, God bless us all, everyone.